think as the panel discussion or the subject of the panel discussion suggests, I think the key takeaway was the value chain effect what EPR has, from production to recycling, or you could say cradle to cradle, if you were to look at the effectiveness from a circularity of material point of view. So I think that was something of importance, that it has to be seen in a more systemic manner, the whole EPR strategy or strategizing EPR for that matter. The second key takeaway for me was essentially the idea of shared responsibility across the key stakeholders across this value chain, so that we don't see one party, or let's say one stakeholder as the affected party and the rest as an interested party towards EPR. And the last important thing which I keep saying, the need for shifting the narrative of an extended producer responsibility to extending product resource usefulness. Because when we set this narrative, we automatically bring in larger set of stakeholders where product is at the center, and you need to ensure its resourcefulness through various means and through shared responsibility. So these were the key takeaways for me. I could talk on behalf of HP, how we are bringing in circularity in our products. So we are committed, publicly committed, to bring in 75% circularity across our products and packaging by 2030. Now what would that mean? That would mean we working with unusual stakeholders, unusual suppliers, working with plastic waste picking community, right? So that's the social dimension to it. We need to build capacity because we are reinventing a new supply chain for getting a PET bottle which goes as a recycled content and creating a fan holder, let's say in our laptop. So first we need to build that capacity. So it automatically brings the social dimension to it, in addition to, of course, the environmental dimension which we are trying to address. So this is one example, and we've got many such examples there. Yeah. I think government plays a major role, not just as a policy maker, but also as enablers of collection mechanism. So I think it's very important that, and as I said, at least for India, collection is brilliant. It's just that it's largely handled through the informal sector, and the management of e-waste, the handling of e-waste is a problem. So I think the collaboration is required on bringing in producers' responsibility in capacity building, formalizing, educating of the consumers, and government also playing as not just a policy maker but also a enabler role, creating a conducive environment for every stakeholder to thrive in the process and derive intrinsic value of the so-called waste across the value chain.